Hello everyone, I wanted to make this video to give some info real quick on a decision that I have made. I was going to make this a community post, but those don't seem to get noticed as much as my videos do, and I wanted to make sure that this info reached to as many of the people that sub to my channel as possible. So here we are, and you're probably wondering what this is all about. Well, as I had stated both as part of the pinned comment under my last video and as a community post, I was planning to make my next video either the continuation of Boneless Wingman or the Halo reviews, and I regret to tell you this, but that will unfortunately not be happening. Here's the thing, I still have a lot of games I want to go through that I haven't played before, and my watch list is also full of movies, shows and other stuff. As much as I enjoyed playing the Halo games and had a lot to say about them, I hadn't recorded any of my gameplay during my first playthrough of any of them. The footage I show in my Combat Evolved review is of my second playthrough of the game, and with so many games I want to try out right now, I really don't want to go through 5 other Halo games again just to gather footage. And even if I got permission from someone to use their footage for the rest of the reviews, there's still the making of the video, like refining the scripts, recording them, and of course the editing of both the audio and the visuals. When you're doing YouTube as a hobby, this ends up being a significant amount of work for something you're not that excited about anymore, even for one review, let alone another 5 of them. The peak of my Halo excitement has long passed by now, as it has been months since I have played them, and in the meantime I watched and played other things which redirected that excitement towards themselves. This of course isn't because I don't like Halo anymore or something like that, it's just that it's become more of a fond memory that I would like to mention when the conversation presents the opportunity, rather than something that I want to gush about for hours as it was right after I first played it. It's sad, but this naturally happens with almost every piece of media we consume unless we continue to engage constantly with either it or its fandom. I know this is unfair to those of you that subbed after watching the Combat Evolved review and heard the promise of at least a Halo 2 review at the end of that video, and I sincerely apologize for disappointing you all, but like I said, I do this as a hobby. If I were to continue with the rest of the Halo reviews, it would take months for me to finish making one on every game in the Master Chief Collection, and I don't really want to keep playing and making videos on Halo for months when I have just bought a lot of other games from the summer sale, everyone. I still don't want to outright say that I will never review any of the other games, but I don't want any of you to keep anticipating them, so at the very least consider them to be indefinitely delayed, I'd say. And what about Boneless Wingman Part 2 then? Well, that is more likely to come out than any other Halo reviews for a few reasons. First of all, while each Halo review can be its own self-contained video that doesn't need the rest of the series to work by itself, Boneless Wingman Part 1 doesn't work so well without a Part 2. It is only the first half of a full narrative and has no conclusion itself. In fact, it even ends after the briefing of the 11th mission hyping it up, followed by a to be continued screen. As a result, the absence of a Boneless Wingman Part 2 will blue ball people that subbed for it even more than those that subbed for more Halo reviews. And it's also only one more video that I have to make in order to finish Boneless Wingman, not 5. Furthermore, I already have all the footage I need to make that video, and it's actually fun to work on in between reviews since it's a different format. However, that most likely will not be the next video either, and I would recommend that you also consider that one as indefinitely delayed for now due to 2 reasons. 1. Just like Halo, I don't really want to return to Boneless Wingman content right now and would rather work on something that I am currently interested in, which will probably be another review on some new game that I play or movie that I watch. Keep in mind that I mean new in terms of new to me, as in something I never engaged with before, rather than something newly released. 2. The reason that I split Boneless Wingman into 2 videos in the first place was not only because it was going to take so long for me to finish otherwise, but also because I wasn't really satisfied with the second part of the script. There are entire minutes long sections that I want to rewrite, and even outside of them, in sections that are mostly fine, there are some jokes and references that just don't work so well. So in other words, there are a bunch of bad jokes and references that just don't land, along with some bad dialogue, but I still don't have any ideas for any better jokes or dialogue to replace them with right now, and I really don't want to rush things with the second part in order to meet some deadline that I make up myself, because I'm actually kind of proud of the first part. It's probably the most amount of effort I ever spent on a single video on this channel so far, and people seem to like it a lot as well. It has more views and likes than any of my other longer videos, and I want the second part to be on par par with that video at least, if not better. So yeah, if you were one of the people that came here for either Boneless Wingman Part 2 or the Halo reviews specifically, I am really sorry about this. However, if you are someone that generally enjoys the content of the channel and is interested in whatever comes next, then you don't really have anything to worry about. In fact, this update may even mean better news for you since it means more variety rather than a constant stream of Halo and Boneless Wingman content. Lastly, I want to assure you that I have learned some pretty valuable lessons from this situation. For one, I now record everything I watch or play in case I may want to review it later, so that I don't go through another Combat Evolved situation where I have to replay a 10-hour game that I don't even like that much just to be able to say why I don't like it so much while showing relevant footage. For two, I now have a pretty strong idea of how much I need to be passionate about something in order to spend weeks making a video on it, along with when that passion begins to die off. Like, forget about the 6-part Halo review series that I was planning to do. Sometimes even finishing one video becomes hard enough because of this thing, because at some point it turns from me being excited about the video to just wishing that I could get it done already so that I could move on to other things. With this realization, I decided that I will definitely never be promising a multi-part video series again. A lot of my favorite YouTubers do multi-part series for their reviews, retrospectives or elaborate shitposts, and I thought not only that I could pull it off as well, but that it would be also good for the channel, because I thought it would keep me from possibly running out of ideas for months while I pump out one Halo review after the other, and it would also keep people excited for upcoming videos more if they know what's coming. Now, with the hindsight I gained from this little experiment, I realized that this was a pretty horrible idea for someone like me, as I don't like to play a single game for hours and hours and hours so that I could make multiple videos on it. Instead, I like to jump from one game, movie, show, etc. to another right away once I finish it, since I like to experience as many different good stuff as possible rather than replaying and rewatching things that I'm familiar with multiple times. This is in fact why I generally prefer shorter games and shows to longer ones too. This preference doesn't mean that I beeline from objective to objective when I'm playing a game though. I still search for and do as much short content as I can before the end of my playthrough if it is fun, so that it can be as rich of an experience as possible, which hopefully increases the quality of the reviews as well. And with all of that being said, this is pretty much all I wanted to inform you about in this quick update video about the channel's future. I will be returning in autumn with more new content, so I hope you all stay tuned for that. Until then, take care of yourselves and thank you for watching.